Hey everybody, welcome to the Gene Pool Variety Hour.
Your geek safe space.
I'm Sean, the OG nerd of the family.
And I'm Connor, the fresh nerd of the house.
Join us as we review random movies,
Play games,
talk anything geek culture that catches our attention,
and chase a lot of chickens.
So hey everybody, welcome to episode 16.
Jedi, my friends.
What?
What
did you try to say?
Jedi. It's I heard it in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Apparently it means hello.
You don't even... Oh, they could have made it up and you just take it as fact.
They can make up languages.
Really? Tolkien did an entire set of languages for multiple races.
Set in ancient Greece, they can't fake languages because ancient Greek has been documented.
Okay.
Just let me have this.
But you... Oh, my God. But you don't know if... You do that all the time. All the time you pick up words and you go, well, they say it says this. I'm going to use it.
That's what I liked about the Ezio games because the characters said it in the native tongue, but then the subtitles translated it, so it had a bit of context.
Okay,
they don't do that in the later games.
Okay, so I'm gonna
like malacas. That's another word. It can mean either jerk or crap.
What does that mean? Anyway,
he just gave me the F off gesture.
No, I did not. That's the anyway.
Yes, it
so,
Va fa Napoli, huh?
See, I mean, he just throws languages in there and he knows any of them.
We heard that off Friends.
Anyway.
Joey says it. Rachel says it with the gesture. I'm trying to make them laugh, guys.
We really need to start streaming these podcast episodes because there's a whole lot more hand gestures than you guys ever know.
Exactly.
When we're doing these. Anyway,
it's hilarious.
So I guess we should probably talk about the elephant in the room, and if you look at our last episode, it was December 31st, and it's now February 1st. So we're way behind. Look, I put the kibosh on the podcast for a little while. A big change that's happened as Connor started school.
Oh yeah.
I think it's a good thing. We've been wanting him to kind of move forward, in career and all that kind of stuff. And I'm glad that he's not one of these of his generation that's trying to be an online Instagram influencer or
Twitch streamer,
YouTube star, or holding out for a management position. That, the reality is sometimes you just have to find a job that it can be a career for you, that you can support family and spouse and all that kind of stuff. And so he's finally settled on some ideas. So
medical billing and coding.
So he started school for that, and it's a program that will go until May of next year.
Yeah. And
he'll end up with a certificate in both medical billing and coding.
Yeah.
Not a glamorous job, but it's a good paying job, and it's something that he could do. We went around and around about a lot of different kind of things. Carpenter. I don't know where that came from. But at least we think
you're doing carpentry right now.
We think this is a good, something that you could be successful at and do.
Yeah. And
won't be you're taking work home at night and this kind of stuff, so maybe you'll have some free time to work on the author stuff, the writing stuff that you want to do. So anyway, he had to start classes, and Connor hasn't really done college-type classes since that year right after high school that did not go well.
Yeah, it did not go well. I literally failed every single class the very next semester with 30s and 40s.
Because he just didn't do the work. When he realized that we were not going to pay for any more college for him because of the way that he was treating school, he just shut down and stopped going to class and stopped studying and stopped reading or doing anything. So
yeah, basically
it was not good. Good. I was not going to pay for any more schooling. So it's taking him a while to kind of get back in the swing of realizing that he's got work to do with school every day. He needs to read, he needs to study, he needs to do exercise, he needs to do problems, do homework or whatever every day. And those first couple of weeks, it took him a good bit of work to transition into that. There was a lot of still doing your old stuff.
It's still taking me a little bit of work.
Yeah, going to work, but then coming home and just Netflix, Xboxing, Discording, and when you needed to be doing other things. And it took a couple of weeks for him to kind of get it into his head that the amount of work they needed to do.
Yeah.
And so I said, okay, that's it. Until that gets better and you get on track and you get caught up, because he got a little bit behind at the beginning, then the podcast, we're just letting it go.
Not my fault, by the way.
So that's why we delayed for so long, and I almost decided to just put the podcast on hiatus for indefinitely, I guess. But he's back on track, I guess. Well, at least we're trying to. I don't know what he's doing over there right now. He's doing some kind of weird face. But anyway, so we're back. I hope that our movie review tonight we can still talk about, because it's been 2 or 3 weeks since we've watched it.
Yeah.
But and there wasn't much to talk about to begin with. So that's why we've been gone for so long. He's working and going to school, and I've been traveling a lot. I just got back from a week in Seattle for my work. So, yeah, it's just been kind of difficult coordinating schedules, and that's why I've been gone for a while. So apologize for that. We're going to try to get back on a regular schedule starting with this episode, back to every 2 weeks if we can, and we'll kind of go from there. So, what do you want to talk about? What have you been doing?
Well, let's see. With classes, Dad is right. It has taken me a little while to get back into the swing of things, and because of that negligence, I kind of got cut from this online class I was supposed to take. At orientation, they always told me, "Go at your own pace. Don't worry, go at your own pace." And so I thought it was like some kind of program where I could go in and just start it whenever I could, and then just slowly progress at the own time my schedule allowed. But as it turns out, that was wrong. I still have due dates, and so basically I forgot to do the online version of this course agreement form within the first week, and so because of that, I got dropped from the class because it seemed like I wasn't going to do it, which was wrong. But I emailed the registrar and admissions office, and they said it's a common first time mistake for kids who have online classes for the first time.
So that's part of what I was talking about us getting on track and getting back into the swing of things, college classes. That was part of it.
And then with me being behind, as my dad mentioned, I had a scheduling mishap.
Right.
And because of that, I missed the very first day of one of my classes because on my schedule it's a TR, and so I thought that meant just regular old Thursday, but as it turns out, TR meant Tuesdays and Thursdays. But and then somehow I didn't receive an email about how the class was changed to only on Tuesdays. So on Thursday I drove basically an hour away to the other campus and couldn't find the class. So I was freaking out a bit.
So there's the boring minutia of our lives the last few weeks. But
let's see. But what else has been going on with me?
Lots of Xbox and Nintendo Switch stuff, I'm sure.
Yes. I've been really getting into the Switch, and I finally got my nice personal gaming setup, all set up nice and neat, and it's very appeasing to the eye.
I just wish the rest of the room looked that way.
I'm trying, okay? I'm a natural slob.
Yes, that is true. You do not have to work hard at being a slob. That is absolutely true.
That's
not
true
too
everyone,
much.
That's true about everyone in this family except for Mitchell.
I'm not. Well, that's true. But I mean, I'm kind of there too. But I'm not like this. I'm not at this. I'm not at the ninja master level of slobness here. Okay, I'm not there.
Oh, you're supposed to.
Oh gosh. Anyway, so okay, so and I've been
Nikki news. News just some fun stuff about Nikki.
Nikki news.
So me and Nikki are planning on moving in together after I finish both my certs, and so because of that, she and I have been raising up money together for the move itself, and Nikki has been pulling like a boss. She's been pulling 12-hour shifts almost 3 times a week, and she's been doing awesome with this. And so because of that, she's kind of gotten a little bit of a cute coffee addiction going. She that's what she calls it anyway. And so I just wanted to tell her that that I'm proud of her and she's doing a great job.
You sure she listens?
Yeah, she listens.
Okay, I didn't know that. I thought she listened to one, but I didn't know she listened to.
She's listened to every single one ever since
Poor girl.
episode 1.
Poor girl. That's dedication right there. Oh, so yeah. Okay.
Well, she loves me, she loves me.
So anyway,
oh, that's a face. He's on what? What? She can't love me, huh? Is that what you're saying, huh?
No, because you were doing the Shirley Temple hands under your chin thing. Again, stream. We need to stream this. Jeez, golly, Moses. Anyway,
have we talked about the table yet?
Not yet. I'm getting to that.
Okay.
So, yeah, and I mean, I've been working and traveling and a lot of Destiny and
every chance he gets.
I mean, but see, this is one of those things where it's one of those games where it is fun to play with people, but you can run stuff by yourself and have just as much fun. And the Destiny community is pretty good in that you don't run into too many people that are kind of jerks. Or at least I haven't. If I'm running with random people doing a strike or something, I mean, they seem to work pretty well together with you. So, but anyway, so that I've been doing a lot of that. But I'm trying to think if there's anything else that's been going on. I mean, today I started a project, and hopefully this is the last time we're going to be recording in
my bedroom,
Casa de Connor bedroom,
which apparently smells funny. I've been told.
Well, you and your dog sleep in here all the time, so But
I
Connor
literally have no sense
Connor's
of smell.
had sinus issues ever since he was little, and he just doesn't have a good sense of smell. So, but anyway, so I've been wanting to build our own like gaming and podcast table for a long time, and I got was it 8 or 10 foot long by 4 foot wide pallet from work, one of these big military pallets, and brought it home.
And you basically cut it in half.
And then I put some legs on it today, and so it's up now. But and there's a lot. That's just stage one. Then I'm gonna put some, and it's got a little border around it, a little 2x2 inch border around it, which kind of leaves a little inset. Leaves a little inset. So stage 2 is I'm gonna put some felt down on that. I'm gonna smooth it out and put some felt down on that to make it a gaming table.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a nice piece of wood to be a tabletop, but I'm gonna put some like 1x1. Wood inside to kind of make it fit just in, right on top of the, like a removable lid.
Yeah.
And then I've got some AC USB outlets that I'm going to install on there, so it'll be electrified, so we can use it, and then we can use it for the podcast table in the garage. And I got to thinking the other day though, it's going to be awfully hot or awfully cold in there during parts of the year. So during the summer, we're gonna have to record super early in the morning before it gets hot, because that little air conditioner that's in there makes a lot of noise. So that's coming hopefully soon. And once we get that done, then we'll probably start like streaming our podcast on Twitch.
Oh yeah, or Mixer,
or both. I don't know.
Or since I've got over 1,000 followers on TikTok, I can stream it live too. Okay,
great.
And
then stream it live on TikTok. Whatever.
Then we can have even more people asking questions.
I don't think our listeners are really that interested in how we're gonna get more people to listen right now. So
that could always want to.
That's our corporate meeting stuff later. Anyway, so that's what I started, and I'm hoping.
You mean cocoa time? I'm hot cocoa.
What are you? I don't even know what he's talking about. What? Where did Coco go? What? I don't understand you.
Our corporate meetings are just you and I sitting with hot cocoa.
I never drink hot cocoa. I just drink coffee, like now.
Sure, it's coffee. Wink, wink.
You want to taste it? It's coffee. Anyway, so
it's
we're just
stuff
like
I tried to make them laugh with.
It's been getting off schedule like this. It's taken us a while to get back into the swing of it. I can tell.
Yeah,
because we're just kind of mumbling and bumbling along here. So
mumbling and bumbling.
Okay, so I don't understand.
See, that's
don't
why I do this.
understand.
I do it to hear that laugh.
And this is why I could never do a solo podcast, because I'm too boring. I'm not interesting enough by myself. I have to be the Abbott to your Costello, because Abbott tried to do it by himself, and he was not very successful. He had to have the Costello to bounce off of.
He's a straight man, and me, I'm of course hello.
Okay. At Quillmeister on Twitter. All comments go to at Quillmeister on Twitter.
Oh, come on. It's a common joke.
Yeah. Anyway. So, so what do we want to do? What do we want to talk about? I mean, obviously we need to talk about our movie.
Well, let's see. First,
what do you want to do first? You want to do the movie or you want to do the geek question? You want to do the geek question?
Yep.
Okay, do you remember what the geek question is?
Yes.
What's the geek question? Geek question of the day is...
From my own mind, is money a superpower?
Is money a superpower?
Because think about it, a whole bunch of superheroes have made or built or crafted or trained or pay people to train them with almost endless amounts of money.
Okay.
I mean DC has Batman, Marvel has frickin' Iron Man. So think about it.
Okay.
Is money a superpower?
And your answer is counterpoint here. What's your answer?
I think it is because think about it.
So wrong, but okay. Go ahead. Let's hear the argument. The argument. Why is money a superpower?
Because think about it. The single event in a person's life that causes them to get all this money funds all of their extracurricular superhero activities. Bruce Wayne has this stock company. I mean, wait. What exactly is Wayne Enterprises?
I don't know, man. It's just
I've always wanted to know that.
It's a conglomerate. It's got a bunch of different divisions. So anyway.
So
including the deep basement with Lucius Fox. That's where all the cool stuff comes from.
True.
The R&D department. Wait a minute. No, it wouldn't be. That's redundant. It's not R&D department because it is Research and Development Department. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Sorry. Yeah.
What just went through your head?
I was thinking about what was I thinking about? I can't remember. When I remember, I'll tell you. But it's one of those things where people always getting old. I'm there, man. Whew. So anyway, continue your argument for why money is a superpower.
So then because of the singular event, eventually they just make money by basically just sleeping. It becomes a natural part of their lives. It becomes as natural as breathing to them, just like Superman's powers or Captain America's powers. It just becomes part of their natural identity, part of their natural self. And so because of that, they use money for their vigilante activities, just like as if they're writing a check for the janitor or for a scientist. It becomes natural to them.
Done?
Yes, I'm done.
That's your argument for why money is a superpower.
Because the money is part of their identity.
Okay, all right. So you're wrong.
I think I'm right.
And let me tell you why.
Okay, go ahead.
So, first of all, let me use an example. Is money evil? Is money itself evil?
No.
Is the love of money evil?
Yes.
Okay. So it's not money that's evil.
It's the love of money.
It's how we react to the money that can be evil, or what we do to get money. That's what can be evil. So is money itself superpower? No. Now, because listen, Batman is not known for his money. Iron Man is not known for his money. Hold on, let me finish. No, I let you have your say. Now I get mine. Oliver Queen is not known. The Arrow is not known for his money. Oliver Queen, Bruce Wayne, Tony Stark, they're known for their money. The money gives them access to use their intelligence, their fortitude, their courage, their drive to create the things that they need that allows them to be Batman and Iron Man and the Green Arrow. Okay? So it's not the money that's the superpower. It's more their ingenuity, their intelligence, their fortitude, all of those things, and the money is merely the avenue that they use, to achieve those ends. So the money itself is not the superpower. The money gives them access and opportunity to utilize their other abilities, which are probably more superpower, if you can call those things superpower, because they're not really. They're different.
They're not powers
because here's the thing.
Except Iron Man, he just has a suit.
Right, and if you think about it, and I'm trying to think about this, but all the ones that don't really have a superpower, like Iron Man, Batman,
Green Arrow,
all of them, they're all rich, right? They're all rich, and that gives them all their cool gadgets and all this kind of stuff. But ones that have superpowers, actual superpowers, are not really rich. I mean, you look at Bruce Banner, you look at Thor.
Iron Man.
Okay, I guess Thor. I know, but
he's a freaking.
But that's a royalty thing. That's a royalty kind of thing. That's a different issue. Spider-Man, he's not rich, but he got the whole spider radioactive thing. So I think the ones the reason why you're thinking that money's a superpower is because a lot of superheroes say, and they're superheroes. They don't necessarily have superpowers. They're just superheroes. It's a difference, okay? And they use their money to give them the gadgets that they need to do cool things for vigilante-type justice. So, therefore, money in itself is not and cannot be a superpower, okay? I mean, the closest you could come to that would be something like Gambit with his cards. But even those are like little gadgets almost, with exploding cards and all that kind of stuff, okay? But Batman doesn't use his cash to capture Penguin, right?
That'd be funny, though.
Iron Man doesn't use his cash, his moolah, to get Loki, right? Green Arrow does not use his cash to get Deathstroke, okay? Right. Therefore, money is not a superpower. It gives those superheroes access and the ability to have things that allow them to do superheroic things.
So I would like to
mic drop.
So I would like to point out, Iron Man is a special exception because because the entire world knows Tony Stark is Iron Man. So
right.
So at the same time, his using his money is like Iron Man using the money. So
no, because he's using his money for the suit. The suit is what does the superheroic things. The money does not. The money does not. Nope. Pretty simple. The money does not.
Wasn't there an entire movie arc saying that he was Iron Man and not the suit was Iron Man? And there was an entire movie arc about that.
Okay, all right. Okay, we'll take that. We'll go with that. Okay, the whole story arc where Tony Stark is Iron Man, not the suit.
Exactly.
Got it. Did he say Tony Stark and his cash is Iron Man, not the suit? Did he ever say anything about his cash? No, he didn't. So therefore,
he did call himself a millionaire playboy philanthropist.
Okay, fine. But he did not say his cash, his holdings,
time,
his dividends, and his
Iron
holdings.
Iron Man is a millionaire playboy philanthropist. I'm adamant about
that's
the
Tony
Stark
Stark. That's
thing.
fine about those things, but it's still the cash is still not what is the superpower. It's not. Never has been. Never can be.
Remember, his suit is lined with the same gold foil as on.
Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Coffee went down the wrong way.
So
sorry.
So actually,
cut all that out.
So actually, did you know? No. And this is confirmed in the very first Iron Man movie. His suit is made from the gold inlined alloy as actual satellites in space. So theoretically his suit is made of gold in a way, so that in conclusion he punches people with his golden money fists.
Nope. Because gold is a mineral. Gold is not cash.
Gold is cash. Let's be honest.
Gold is not. No.
It's currency.
No, it's not. It's the basis for currency. It's the gold basis. It's the foundation for currency, but it is not currency. So, unless Iron Man lines his suit with a bunch of Benjamins, then it ain't the money. Sorry, man. I don't care.
See him doing that,
I don't
though.
care what you say. You're wrong on this. It was a great question to ask, but you're just wrong.
Oh, Dad.
You know you're wrong. You know you're wrong because I can see it I can see the look in your face. You know you got busted on this one.
Dad. He Iron Man actually could fill his suit with Benjamins because now he has the technology to operate his suits remotely.
Sure, he could, but he doesn't need to because the money's not the superpower. He doesn't need Benjamins in his suit for it to do its work. He needs the arc reactor. Okay, that's what gives him the power, not the Benjamins. It ain't about the Benjamins. It's about the arc reactor. Okay, so done. I think this debate is more than over. Good question,
B's,
though.
It's
Good
about
question,
the A's.
and it was a cool question coming from you come up with these better than I could, so that's why I go to geekquestioner.com to get them. But that was a good question. That was a good question.
Just come to me for these things. I come up with good stuff. Why outsource when the original is so much better?
Well, maybe you need to come up with questions that you can actually win the debate on. That might be a good thing.
It's not about winning the debate. It's about talking geekly between a father and son.
I know. But I like to be right, and in this case, I absolutely was. So that's good.
I will pelt you with dice.
Okay.
I'll come with dice toss right here, and I'll just talk
anyway,
that'll be something
to
do on live stream.
So there's that.
Any
good question
you want to talk
I
about?
liked it. Well, we got movie
before the movie.
No. I mean, I'm
you sure?
I'm good. I got nothing else to talk about. I figured it was gonna be kind of a short episode because we've just been out of the loop for so long. It's kind of getting back into things. So, all right. I don't even know if we've had any real chickens that we chased. To be honest with you,
the entire first 5 minutes was a chicken.
What did we talk about that was chicken chasing at the time?
We probably don't remember because because we argued for a little bit off recording.
We for a little bit we argued for a good while offline. But anyway, and no, we will not add that into the bloopers at the end. That will hit the cutting room floor.
Yeah, that's not something you guys need to hear.
So anyway,
he hurts me.
Man, now somebody's going to report me. No, you're an adult, so it's just two adult dudes going at it. So there's unless they want to arrest me for assault. But anyway, so okay, we need to do it
emotionally. So that you're safe now.
Such the millennial snowflake.
Technically, I'm not a millennial.
What are you then? What's after the millennials?
I'm before the millennials. Yeah.
Well, we'll have to look that up and see. I don't remember what the dates are, but
I'm Gen Y.
Okay. Anyway, we'll have to figure that out because I know there's a lot of college students that are considered millennials. So, anyway, so let's do our movie.
All right. So our movie was.
Hold on. We got to do what? This is our next segment of
Roll for Credits.
All right, and so for this entry, I used an appropriate word that time instead of whatever I usually try to come up with. This episode's installment in our Roll for Credit segment is the 2015 movie Thirst.
Every time I hear that title, I just think of that line that Dwight says in The Office, "Thirst."
Okay. Well, this clearly was not the Thirst movie that Dwight wanted. I don't think this was the Thirst movie that anybody wanted. So let me just read you the tagline. The movie says, when a group of wayward teens arrive at a desert boot camp with no communication and nowhere to run to, they realize their only chance for survival is to fight for their lives. All right, so how would you describe this movie? Because I know how I would describe this movie.
I would describe it as...
Don't take mine. Because I know I told you what mine is. Don't take mine. You got to come up with your own.
Let's see. Oh, in medieval terms, I would say...
wow, we're going medieval?
I would say this movie is worse than The Court Jester. It's worse than The Town Fool you put it in the stocks and pelt with rotten fruit.
Okay, that's not really. I was like, if they were to combine. Okay, so if you took the alien from Aliens,
Yes.
or any alien movie, I guess Predator, it could be anybody. I guess it could be kind of Predator too. You took like one of these aliens and put them in the movie Holes with Shia Labouf. That would pretty much be this movie, kinda, sorta.
I would say
Because here was the plot line of the movie. The plot line of the movie was there was this Outer Bounds type program for teens or young adults that were always getting in trouble or doing bad things, and
for
it's
troubled teens.
There was their last resort, and so they were sent out to this. I don't even. Were they husband and wife? I never could figure out what their relationship was.
I think the wrestler character was married to was married to someone else, and then the other girl was just like his friend, you know.
Anyway, so there was this man and this woman, and they ran this program, this like Outer Bounds program, and these troubled teens would be airlifted out there via helicopter out in the middle of nowhere. It looked like it was like maybe New Mexico or Arizona or somewhere out in there, because there's like buttes and canyons,
arid,
and all that kind of
mountainous, deserty almost.
And they're sent out there, and they have to hike to some cave to camp and hike back, and this is supposed to help them, learn how to work as a team and learn how to be right, or act right and all this kind of stuff.
If I remember correctly, he the entire thing was supposed to take a week, and I'm just over here thinking, how could you get these douchey teens and troubled teens to act good in a week? I mean, that literally makes no sense.
Well, supposedly the guy was a former MMA fighter that killed somebody, so I guess he was a little on the rough side. So I guess he'd scare him into doing good. I don't know. But so let's say, so you got this program, okay? And they're out there, and then what do you know? There's an alien that's landed out there and starts killing people.
It's some kind of cyborg thing, right?
Yeah, we'll get to the design of the alien in a minute. That was the most interesting. The CGI was terrible, but the alien design itself was kind of weird and interesting. So
on probably sci-fi original movies.
So yeah, kind of like
Sharknado
type stuff.
Attack of the Two-Headed Shark, Piranhaconda,
so
snow spiders.
So basically what happens is they go at the beginning of the movie. I guess we'll start at the beginning of the movie. There's a guy, he's like a park ranger. He's driving at night, and this thing comes streaking out of the sky and lands. And he goes out to look at it, and it's like this weird, almost like just a container, like a bowl-type container thing. And he sees something inside kind of pulsing, and he tries to touch it, and he can see that there's a little baby something inside it trying to get out. And then all of a sudden this alien comes up out of nowhere and kills him. But the reason why it's called thirst is because when this alien kills, it basically sucks all the water out of you, and it basically desiccates you.
All the juices.
So yeah, basically, literally, I mean, it kind of sucks you dry, so to speak, and you're just this.
Yeah.
Oh god. And you're this. Oh my. George Takei. So you did better than I did.
My.
There you go. Nailed it. But so it just leaves this like shriveled husk of a person there. So
imagine drinking a Capri Sun and how you squeeze it so much it gets shriveled up. That's what these people look like.
So these guys, and so that happens. And then it flashes forward to this kid on a four-wheeler taking all this equipment out to this cave and then coming back. And then it turns out and it's the nephew of these people, or one of them. And he ends up having to help him. He's almost the same age as the kids that are coming, but they need his help I forgot why they needed him to help.
I think they needed his help because the guy they hired quit because he wasn't getting enough money. They were getting low on funds.
Yeah. So anyway, so they start out. They've got these bad people, these bad teenagers, and they start to go out on their hike. And
the stoner, the
stoner, the hacker, the club guy, the diva girl, and then the one that ran away from home.
Yeah. who obviously becomes a love interest
of the kid that is there helping them.
That becomes the guy.
So they started on their trek, and that first night, is it the first night when they're camping and the horse stampede comes through?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first night, this horse stampede comes through, tears up their tents, and then they have to go and they're trying to make it to that cave that they're trying to get to, and the next day, the man and woman find the truck with the dead park ranger guy in it, somebody they knew. But they hide that from everybody else because they want to finish this so they can get back to make their money. This is the woman does. He wants to call it, but she talks him into not reporting it because she wants the money.
But then also because he the man has warrant out for his arrest because he killed the guy.
No. Because he assaulted one of the teens in one of the other camping trips that they had. That's what it was.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah.
So they're moving on, and they're camping the next night, and then stuff starts to happen, right?
Oh, yeah. Stuff's happening.
And then they just start getting picked off one by one by this alien thing. And
but
the first night...
Thankfully, the hacker kid survives. The dweeb survives. Finally, the nerd actually
the
survives.
nerd makes it at the end. But so anyway, so the first guy to get it is... The adult guy that's like the former MMA fighter, he finally gets it.
Yeah.
To begin with. And then this thing just starts picking all these teens off one at a time. They make it to the cave.
Only the alien has taken over the cave and has made a little nest inside.
For the little baby alien.
For the little freaking mutant babies.
So basically it's one of these things where it's just like every other kind of slasher hacker type horror movie where they keep getting picked off one by one, and one gets down to like 2 or 3 left, and then there's a final confrontation with the alien, and everybody's dying except for 3 people.
Yeah.
There's not a lot to say about it because we've had movies that were good that we like talking about. We've had movies that were really bad that were so bad that there was a lot to talk about how bad they were. But then this was just one of those that was just kind of like
it's
there.
Cliche bad, It's like everything has been done before.
Yeah,
countless times, and so it's hard to think about things to talk about at length about that haven't already been said about other movies.
I mean, look, the acting wasn't that bad.
Wasn't that bad?
The cinematography.
I would give that about a 6 out of 10.
No, I mean, the cinematography was really good. I mean, all the scenery where they were that was really good. But and the alien design was good. Just the CGI of it was bad.
So what did the alien look like?
Okay, so let's see. If you took a velociraptor,
Orisa from
Overwatch, and the Terminator, and all 3 of them had a little thing going on, and they had a baby. All 3 of them had a baby. A Velociraptor and Orisa and Terminator had a baby. That would be this alien, because it was cyborgish. There were machine parts to it. It had 4 legs,
but then
it really had 6 because it had 4 legs and 2 arms, and then had this tail. But there was definitely reptilian parts to it.
Yeah,
and cyborg parts to it. Exactly. So it was kind of built kind of like Orisa, but it was like if a Velociraptor and a T-800 had a baby. They had a baby. That's what it would be. It was the weirdest looking thing I've ever seen. It was kind of interesting, and then
throwing a splash of alien from Aliens with his freaking stomach mouth.
Yeah, because that's how it would when it kill him. It would like grab it and it had this thing that kind of came out of its chest and would like attach to their chest, and that's what it would like suck everything out of them. So it was an interesting design, but it was just, I mean, that was probably
the design was cool, but like my dad said, the CGI animation.
I mean, it was like Sci-Fi Network, Sharknado.
Yeah, exactly.
Level.
It was that cheesy and that bad.
I mean, So I mean, it is what it is. It's a movie. It's a movie. I mean, that's And here's the thing. You remember when we rolled for that one? It was in the horror category. It wasn't really a horror movie. I mean, people were dying, but it was more like an alien invasion type movie than anything else. So I didn't really feel like it was categorized
alien invasion
well.
is a genre now?
I don't know. Whatever. I mean, it was
It's more sci-fi than actual horror.
Literally, it was kind of like if Alien landed in Shia LaBeouf's cabin in Holes. You know,
I love that movie.
Maybe
Holes.
that's where the splooge came from. Isn't that what they called it? Isn't that what they called it? Was splooge?
Yeah. They call it.
It was like onion resin. What was that? What was?
Actually, it was aged peach reserves.
I thought it was onions.
No. Onions is what saved them from the yellow spotted lizards.
Okay, that's right. That's right.
Sploosh is
sploosh, not splooge.
Different. I said sploosh.
Different thing altogether.
Sploosh is what Zero called those peach reserves that he found inside that toppled over boat in the middle of the desert.
Right. So anyway, sorry, hold on, I got to clear my throat. But
still coughing up coffee.
Yeah, I guess. So there just wasn't there
wasn't much to say about it.
No,
I mean, it's not memorable.
I don't recommend it. I mean, if you want to see it, go see it. That's fine, or watch it. It's on Amazon Prime. But you'll lose an hour and a half of your life, and you won't be any better or worse for it. It's just kind of like, okay, it's more interesting than watching paint dry because things were moving. But other than that, there just wasn't much to it. So that's basically it's gonna. That's I don't really have anything else to say about it. Do you?
Yeah. Let's see. On my personal scale, 4 out of 10 at most.
Well, the average rating on IMDb is 4.4. So there you go. So is that it? I mean, we just roll for the next one and then that's it?
Yeah, I think that's it.
All right, so we just got to roll for our next movie.
Oh, magical
and
dice.
We will see what that's going to be. So, all right, so go ahead and roll it.
All right. Oh, dice, lead us on this journey.
So
okay, we have a
corny.
4.
All right, so that would be Amazon, right? Because a low score is Amazon, a high score would be Netflix.
Yep.
Okay, all right.
Next, we have the genre 6.
No, cool. Musical.
Oh my
god.
Please at least be something funny. Come on.
And then
for the actual number 3.
All right, so let me go.
That's for the first time I've rolled a single digit with double dice.
Let me go search then. All right, and movie number 3 in the musical category on Amazon Prime is Anna and the Apocalypse.
Okay, wait, what?
Anna and the Apocalypse. Just hold on, and I will read you the tagline.
That's
from IMDb. You ready?
That's the thing.
A zombie apocalypse threatens the sleepy town of Little Haven at Christmas, forcing Anna and her friends to fight, slash, and sing their way to survival, facing the undead in a desperate race to reach their loved ones. I'm not done. But they soon discover that no one is safe in this new world, and with civilization falling apart around them, the only people they can truly rely on are each other. So, our next movie is going to be a Christmas musical. Hold on, a Christmas musical zombie movie.
Oh my god.
I
love this podcast sometimes.
There you go. Yeah, so we'll have to see what that's going to be all about.
Oh my god.
I mean, if we're going to have to watch a musical, I guess watching a zombie Christmas movie, I guess that makes it a little bit more entertaining. I don't know.
Just let it have comical head explosions.
Well, you know, there was that one time where we watched, what was that movie we watched? That Christmas movie we watched a long time ago? It was like Santa and Krampus. And Santa killed Krampus and had was dual wielding an axe or something. What was that movie again? Do you remember that movie?
Krampus.
What? No, it wasn't Krampus. It was something else.
Yeah, it was Krampus.
Well,
it was Krampus.
We saw a Krampus movie, but then there was another one.
The movie was Krampus. The actual Krampus movie. The movie that's the title is Krampus.
Yes, we saw a Krampus movie, but then we saw another one with Santa Claus and the elves up in the North Pole killing Krampus. It was a different movie.
No, that was Krampus.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I don't know that that's
that
right.
That was Krampus.
I'll go back and look at our prior episodes and we'll find out. But anyway.
Okay.
So I guess we're going to watch a zombie Christmas movie that happens to be a musical.
Oh my gosh.
So the real question is, do the zombies sing?
Be like a messed up
I wonder if there's going to be a dance number. Yeah, it would be Thriller. So
Thriller.
Okay, we've really lost it at this point. You would think that there would be something in this coffee other than coffee, but there's not. I promise. So yeah, this episode's a little bit shorter than usual, but
you probably lost it. I've never had it.
Well, that's true. That is true. So anyway, okay. So thanks for listening to us again for another episode, guys. But if you need to find us before next time, we're not really hard to find.
Please look for us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Podbean, iHeartRadio, or basically anywhere else you can find your podcasts. And hey, while you're listening, how about you give us a 5-star review? We really need it, guys.
The podcast itself can be found on Twitter at GP Variety Hour. I can be found on Twitter at HeadGamer and Mixer, and at Head_Gamer on Twitch.
And then I can be found at Quillmeister, basically anywhere. On Twitter, Twitch, Mixer, TikTok, MeWe. Oh, and that's Meister spelled with an I-E, not E-I. So remember, guys, if you spell it wrong,
you got it right.
Yeah.
So we'll co-stream when we can. We don't really get a chance to do that often just because of our schedules. But when we do, we'll co-stream on Mixer as our schedules allow. So just stay tuned to the Gene Pool Twitter account for any kind of schedule postings. So, again, thanks for listening, and we'll see you guys next time on the Gene Pool Variety Hour.
And remember, stay nerdy, my friends.